guys, what's up? We're back with another energy drink battle. You might have seen our last one with 3D and Bang. If you haven't seen that already, you can check it out. It's already up. This time we are going to do Alani Nu and Amino Energy, two other extremely popular brands. I'm sure you guys have seen the Amino Energy powders before at the very least. And, I don't really know what other stores you can find these at. Do you?
Honestly, I haven't seen them around.
I never have.
But they're fantastic.
Yeah. They're so good.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm a huge fan of the Amino Energy powder. And when I saw this, I was extremely excited.
And then the Alani Nu, you can either find at GNC or you can find them at Eddie's Health Shop.
Right.
No, I'm just kidding. If you live somewhere where you can't come in our store, then you can find them at probably GNC and maybe other local health food stores. Now that certain distributors have them, they were GNC exclusive for a long time, but now we're obviously able to buy them.
Right.
And yeah, we kind of wanted to group these together. It kind of made more sense. The Bang and the 3D are a little bit of that stronger vibe.
Right.
These are kind of like a little bit lower, but also really awesome.
Right. I would say that besides the 3D and the Bang, these are the two fastest growing in popularity energy drinks that we have.
Honestly, I'm just going to go ahead and say it now. I like both of these two more than either of those two.
Yeah.
So this is like my favorites video.
Right. I do find myself gravitating to these a little bit more just because the lower caffeine content. I'm sort of kind of watching my caffeine intake, so these are actually a perfect alternative. Almost more like a cup of coffee than, say, a burst of 300 milligrams of caffeine,
Yeah. So to kind of go into that aspect, because that's an important part of comparing the two drinks, the Amino Energy is going to have 100 milligrams of caffeine from natural sources. So I think it's green tea and green coffee bean.
Right.
So that's pretty cool. It's not like chemical or anything like that. And 100 milligrams, that's right about what you expect from a cup of coffee. So very, something most people can tolerate. And you can have this paired with, maybe let's say you have your coffee in the morning, you can have one of these in the afternoon, and your caffeine intake's still going to be really good.
Right. And I don't know about you, but for some reason with the natural caffeine sources, I actually tend to feel it more. So sometimes 100 milligrams of caffeine from green tea and coffee feels more like a 200 milligrams of caffeine energy drink.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And then the Alani Nu actually does have 200 milligrams of caffeine, and theirs I think is more like a traditional caffeine. Yeah, it's just regular caffeine. But they do have a little bit of extra stuff in there. So to kind of go into that, we were talking about how the Bang doesn't have too much extra as far as like nootropics or anything like that. The Amino Energy is going to have a little bit in here. They've got their aminos, obviously, and aminos, green coffee bean, green tea. So those are going to be more focused on than just purely like caffeine anyways.
Exactly. And I do notice like almost like a positive mood with these ones for sure.
Yeah. And then the Alani Nu, they actually have a whole blend. It's taurine, theanine, ginseng, citrulline, guarana. So actually a lot like the 3D.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how similar they were.
And I think it's very neat that they actually add the theanine in there. That's a newer thing, pairing the caffeine with the L-theanine. It's a really good blend. It's like you still get the energy from the caffeine, but the theanine kind of soothes the nerves, takes the edge off a little bit. Great for calmness, but also focus, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Now let's talk about like the actual look of the product. Anytime you're like at the top of a market, I feel like they're going to look pretty decent. And I really like the look of both of these.
Right. Honestly, if you ask me, I would say I like the Alani Nu can better. They did an incredible job with their marketing. Very sleek, nice design, and a good color palette as well.
The design of it draws people in. It's one of those things that appeals to people. Like, I've had girls come in the store and they see this, they don't even really know what it is, and they want to buy it because it's so pretty.
Right.
And, I'm not going to say it's strictly marketed towards females by any means, but, it's Katie Hearn that makes these. A lot of girls are familiar with her brand, but they just look great.
Yeah.
It's really clean. It's cute how they have the little pictures of what it is. Like, this is the sour peach rings.
Right.
The Amino Energy, I think they did a good version of combining what they do with their other product with, like, a canned drink. It's shiny. It's pretty. They have really nice colors, each flavor.
They are coming out with more and more flavors of the Amino Energy.
Oh, my God. There's so many.
Yeah, and there's a lot of good ones out there, honestly. It seems like every time they come out with a new one, that's my new favorite for a while.
Yeah, so in terms of, like, actual flavor, I kind of biasedly brought out my favorites. I didn't really ask him what he liked.
Right.
As far as the Amino Energy goes, I love the blueberry lemonade. I think this is so good. It's by no means the most popular, but I would say it has a pretty big following. To me, it's just refreshing. It's crisp. Yeah, I am big on the refreshingness.
Right. That's a good one. But honestly, I tend to lean more toward the other two that you brought out.
Yeah, I love them too.
The cherry and the grape are amazing.
They're great.
Those two are probably my second and third favorite flavors that we have.
Yeah.
Very big sellers. But my favorite, I would say, is actually the ginger ale. They have a ginger ale flavored Amino Energy they just came out with, and that's got to be the top of my list. I mean, it's like a crisp, nice ginger flavor. Really good.
Yeah, the ginger ale is good for what it is. I'm not like the hugest ginger ale fan, but I know he loves it. That one is my boyfriend's favorite too. So if you're into ginger ale, like, it's amazing. And also with the cherry one thing I found about this is that even people who normally hate cherry actually like this one.
Oh yeah, it's incredible. It's the best cherry flavored drink that we have in the store.
So good. Sure. And then on the Alani Nu, I'm going to be honest, there's a couple of theirs I still haven't tried yet, but I freaking love the mimosa. It's so good.
Hands down the best flavor they have. The mimosa is by far our staff's favorite drink at the moment.
It's so good.
As a whole, I would say.
Yeah.
It's got a delicious citrusy taste to it, and they actually do a really good job of almost adding in like the hint of the champagne of an actual mimosa.
Yeah. We ran out of these for like a few days, and I think everybody that works here was about to kill me. So,
right.
Yeah. I also really like the sour peach rings. You know, I'm not going to lie, like, maybe I don't have the most sophisticated palate, but a lot of these taste the same. Do they not?
Yeah, a lot of them do. I would say the only two that really stand out as being substantially different is going to be the mimosa and the Arctic Ice,
which is the other one that I brought,
right?
Because I know this one is really good too.
That one's amazing to me. I don't know if you've seen our last video with the 3Ds. I love the like white monster flavor, and this one is almost spot on. So it's like a really good Monster Zero, basically, is how I describe it.
Yeah, it is really good. A couple of the others I've tried, the Hawaiian Shaved Ice, the sour. The rainbow candy, they didn't really do it for me. To me, they just tasted like sweet.
They're very sweet. I gotta say, my fiance drinks about 5 of the rainbow candies a week. Yeah. Loves them. So if you like Skittles, that sort of thing, that's definitely the one for you.
I mean, it probably is pretty good, but it's like eventually after I tried like a few of these in a row, I was like, okay, a lot of these are the same. Yeah. Give me my mimosa. Give me my sour peach rings.
Right.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, you are actually the one that turned me onto it originally. The Alani Nu BCAA Sour Peach Rings is insane. The flavor on that you can't get tired of. Just a small scoop of it in any amount of water I found is delicious. If you want it real strong, you can do it in 6 to 8 ounces, but even thrown into a gallon, it just makes the whole water so nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it actually breaks my heart that we don't have those anymore, but I have extremely high hope that we will get it soon. You know, obviously this was a step to us being able to have Alani Nu. And, I mean, not to throw shade or anything, but I'm pretty sure like half of GNC is closed. So I think that they will want a little bit more business. So hopefully they will let us local shops get in more of their products, because I will drink the heck out of the Peach Rings BCA. Oh, yeah. It's better than any of these.
Yeah.
It is addictive.
Oh, yeah. It's so good. Even though it's not carbonated, it doesn't need to be.
No.
It's delicious.
It's phenomenal. But yeah, I think that pretty much covers everything in terms of these. I would say we pretty much hit the most popular ones, but again, everybody likes their own thing. You got to see what you like.
Right.
So overall, which one do you like more, Amino Energy or Alani Nu?
This one's a really tough one, honestly. It's nowhere near as cut and dry for me as the Bang versus 3D was. I like 3D better.
Yeah.
But with this, after much thought, I think I've decided on the Amino Energy.
I agree. Yeah. I like the Alani Nu, but a lot of them are kind of similar. So it's like they nail the flavors on the Amino Energy.
Right.
Even though it's less caffeine, like I love having a 100 milligram option, you know?
Exactly. And if you're like either of us and you're going to be drinking a couple drinks throughout the day, it's kind of nice to only have 100 in this one so you can have a drink later.
For sure.
Now, I will say this. As a whole, I choose the Amino Energy, but I would say that the Mimosa Alani Nu tastes better than anything else that we've talked about.
I can see that.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Now, just from a taste standpoint, the mimosa that they made is incredible.
Yeah, the mimosa is really, really good. But yeah, if you, I guess we both agreed, so it's kind of like not a tie at this point. But I liked asking everybody what their opinion was. So come with us. Let's go see what other people in the shop think. All right, Chase, which one do you like better, Alani Nu or Amino Energy?
I gotta go with the Amino Energy. It's a little less caffeine. The ginger ale tastes almost like a real ginger ale, and doesn't get you too jittery with the green tea source caffeine.
So would that be your favorite one out of all of them?
I think so right now.
Awesome. All right, Dad. Which one do you pick, Alani Nu or Amino Energy?
Honestly, right now, this is my favorite. I like
Alani Nu?
Yes.
What's
What
your favorite
flavor?
flavor?
A mimosa.
Oh, it's so good.
That is the one that we talked about the most by far.
I like the sour. Is it called sour peach?
Yeah, my
That's
second
probably
favorite.
my second favorite.